Hi guys, I'm Larry the Butcher. I think I've only live streamed a few times in the history of my channel, and I'm just out and about. And well, to my friends who aren't from Canada or don't like hockey, Don Cherry is quite a character. He is loudmouth, brazen, opinionated. Voice of hockey in Canada, and he may be the patriotic heart of the country. And on Saturday, his Remembrance Day came and went. The Royal Canadian Legion gives out poppies. It's a fundraising initiative. These probably cost a cent to make a dozen, and you wear them out of respect to fallen soldiers who have fought in conflict, to hopefully make the world a better place. And that's a conversation for another day. But Don Cherry always says something on Remembrance Day about fallen soldiers, about the government's place, about the military's place, and about society's place in honoring and taking care of veterans who have possibly taken care of us. So on Saturday, he went off the deep end and he said, "You people who come here." So that automatically takes you to immigrants, which may or may not be true. It may or may not be what he said. I'm not in his head. So, what I think, he got fired for 5 words. You people who come here. He didn't get fired because of his opinion. Well, Don Cherry has been Don Cherry on Hockey Night in Canada for 40 years. It's been 40 years of telling him, talk about hockey, talk about nothing else, stay with the program. But he has always been opinionated, and he has always been forthright, and he has never backed down from what he said. So any executive at CTV didn't expect something, you're a special kind of stupid. Why on earth don't they pre-record Coach's Corner so they can edit it? I totally support a person's right to free speech, but I totally understand that a person does not have a right to free speech without consequence. The problem is, Sportsnet is not a free platform. Don Cherry was being paid. Don Cherry was being paid by Sportsnet. Sportsnet did not share the views. They offered him an opportunity to apologize, to fall in line, which I totally support his decision to not back down on what he said. He is totally entitled to his opinion. I think it's insulting to not honor our veterans. I think it's insulting to not do what we can for our veterans. I lost a cousin in Kandahar. I hardly knew him, and it's horrible. And reading the bio and well, that was interesting. I thought I was just shut down, but I'm back. So Don Cherry has had 40 years of doing what Don Cherry does on Hockey Night in Canada, and he's been allowed to do so with just slaps on the wrist. This would have never happened if they had, I don't know, properly suspended him. And what's even worse about this is that the people who he had their backs to walked away from him. Ron McLean backed away from him, whereas he had a history of correcting him, getting him into the right sense of diction so that he doesn't sound like a racist. I haven't watched Hockey Night in Canada in a while, but I recall, Don talks about people. He doesn't talk about color, but that some people may consider racist unto itself. Where am I going with this? I don't know. Maybe I want to move to Indianapolis more and more. It's sad that maybe a suspension would have been enough. But I think Sportsnet dropped the ball on this, and the CBC dropped the ball on this years ago, and that this day was eventually going to happen. And it's sad to see a part of Canada vanish. Don's a legend. He always will be a legend. He has the backs of the veterans, of hardworking people in this country, and it's sad that it ends this way. Don, thank you for many years. I really, really wish you'd stay on for as long as you could. But your diction got you in trouble, and it's sad to see it happen this way. Thank you so much. Thank you all who are watching for watching. I don't normally do political stuff on here, but I felt that I had to today because it Epstein didn't kill himself. Don Cherry did nothing wrong. Don Cherry needs to learn how to put words together better. That's where his problem was. Guys, I can't thank you enough for watching this brief video. I hope you liked it. I don't do this very often, as I just said. Like this, subscribe down below. If you want to see more of what I do, go ahead and watch it. It's normally food related or motorcycle rides or something else. Anyway, that's it for today. I love you all. Track me down on social media. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation in the dialogue. Keep it clean. Thank you, guys. Love you. Bye. Where do I sit? Stop. Oh, I could do that? Exit. Yes.